Hold on to your winter socks guys, because we're diving into Monster Hunter World Iceborne ahead of its PC launch on January 9th, 2020 to find out if it's a cool expansion or a little bit ice cold. I'm Sam from Fanatical, and here are the main things you need to know about Iceborne. Developed and published by Capcom, Monster Hunter World Iceborne is the major expansion for the award-winning action RPG Monster Hunter World, which launched back on console in January 2018 and for PC in August of the same year. Now, if you've been following the Fanatical blog, you've probably seen a few updates on Monster Hunter World and Iceborne. Okay, maybe you've seen quite a few. Okay, maybe you've seen a lot. Okay, I get it, yeah, you've seen a lot of posts, jeez. If you're looking to jump into the expansion in January, here are some cool things you need to know about Monster Hunter World Iceborne. So you've sweated it out and burnt your feet in the Elder's Recess, and you've swung on the vines like an overpowered Tarzan in the Ancient Forest. But now, things are going to get a little bit chilly. Iceborne introduces a brand new locale to explore called the Hoarfrost Reach. Now this place is massive, and it's the biggest ecosystem in Monster Hunter World to date. There's a brand new central hub as well called Celiana. It's very similar to Astera, but it's got a bit more of a winter feel about it. And you've also got a massive room which you can decorate. You've also got a fish tank which is like the size of your kitchen, so that's pretty cool. So with the cold climates comes new challenges as your stamina depletes in the icy cold weather. Now, if you have some hot peppers, you can craft them into hot drinks, and then if you drink those, your stamina should be okay, because it gets a little bit chilly. So the Hoarfrost Reach actually has some collapsing cliff sides and also some landslides which affect the monsters, and in some cases actually immobilises them, so you'll be able to get some cheap shots in there. On a serious note, Capcom's done a fantastic job of designing this winter wonderland. Hoarfrost Reach has the crunching snow and the icy caves that you can explore that makes it just perfect for any new explorers. With the new expansion comes new monsters to hunt, capture, and probably smash you into the floor several times with the same move that you always get caught by. I'm looking at you, Brachydios. Yep. So in Iceborne there's brand new monsters that have never been seen before in the franchise. First up is Bamboro, which has two giant horns which it can attack you with. It can also use those to pick up boulders and trees and fling them at you. Another new monster in Iceborne is Beotodus, which is known as the snow shark by some players. It has a large fin and a large horn on its head, which you can see as it burrows through the snow. Now, you have to be careful with this one because it will pop up through the snow and do a surprise attack. Also, players can't move very quickly in heavy snow, so if you want to stop it, throw a sonic bomb at it. That's a little bit of advice for you. So you'll be happy to know that some returning monsters from the franchise are going to be in the Iceborne expansion. There's Nargacuja, which is an agile winged beast with a spiky tail. You can't chop it off though because it grows back, so don't even bother. There's also the Barioth, which is a dragon-like creature but has the head of a saber-toothed tiger. Yeah, good luck with that one. There's also going to be some new subspecies that you're going to be fighting in Iceborne, based on the creatures that you've seen in the base game. There's the Coral Puke, which is basically now a water type, which shoots water from its mouth and its backside. There's also the Fulgur Anjanath, which is basically a T-Rex that ran into an electric fence and went a bit crazy. Now, I don't want to spoil it too much, and I don't want to go into too much detail about the Elder Dragons that you're going to be seeing later in the game, but you're in for a treat. A terrifying, challenging treat. With the base game and the expansion combined, you're looking at around 60 monsters that you're going to be fighting. Hope you brought your big boy pants. Have you ever wanted to jump on the back of a monster 5 times the size of you and poke it with a knife? This feature's for you. Iceborne has introduced a new feature called the Clutch Claw. Now, this device lets you attach to a monster from about mid-range, so you can also jump on them, slash at them, cause damage, chop their tail off. You can also use your slingshot ammo to whack them into a wall, causing more damage. Just a word of warning though, if you do try and use the Clutch Claw whilst the monster is enraged, it's going to throw you away like a little boomerang. Actually, you won't come back, so maybe like a human frisbee? In addition to the Clutch Claw, another new feature is the Raider Ride. Now, these are little small monsters that you can call in, who you can then ride, and then they can also find hidden tracks for you. If you go to the Hoarfrost Reach, you're going to ride on a Wulg, but you can go to the Ancient Forest as well and use a Jagras. Think of it as a little pony. You've been bossing high rank in the Monster Hunter World base game, but saddle up and get ready for a new challenge because Iceborne is bringing you a brand new difficulty. Iceborne brings you the Master rank, which is currently the highest rank in the game, and also very similar to the G rank that was used in the non-Western releases of Monster Hunter. If you're going to be wandering back into the Coral Highlands or the Wildfire Waste to fight a familiar monster, be prepared, because the Master rank means that they have more health and they're more dangerous. They're sick of your bullying, crafting, hunting ways, and they're hitting the gym and they're ready to fight. The emphasis in Iceborne is on the challenge of the fight, and of course you need to be Hunter rank 16 in order to play the expansion. which basically means that you have to have completed the base game, which is pretty simple. Sure, there'll be times where you get hit around the head, punched into a wall, and carted back to base in a heap of frustration. I'm looking at you, Bracadios. But with the base game and the Iceborne expansion, it's all about learning from your mistakes, learning your enemy's weaknesses, and also getting some pretty big weapons in order to chop tails off and give them some good damage. If you've played the Monster Hunter games before, you've probably found a specific weapon set that suits your playstyle. For me, it's the Insect Glaive, because I can spin around like a little violent helicopter. In Monster Hunter World alone, you had a fine selection of weaponry to choose from, and with Iceborne, there's going to be even more weapons to choose from, thanks to the upgraded weapon pass. Stronger, higher tier weapons will not only cause more damage, they'll also give you more sharpness, so you don't have to sharpen them as much during battle, and they'll also give you added affinity in some cases. Affinity is very important in Iceborne because it can power up your attacks. In addition to the weapon upgrades, there's also some new combos that you can try out with the weapons. You'll be smashing skulls and chopping off tails in no time. For any budding photographers who are also playing Iceborne, there's also the new view mode, which is essentially a camera that you can take out with you and capture photos of large monsters, small monsters, or just your general environment, wherever you feel like it. Now, the view mode also comes in handy for some side missions. Researchers will send you out and get you to take specific shots in order to get rewards. You might have to take a picture of a cat being eaten by a large fish, as it happens. You can also take pictures of large monsters just in general, or you might have to take pictures of certain environments. Be warned though, if you take pictures during fights, it might not end too well. But if you want to, knock yourself out. Not literally, although it might happen. Well, that's it from me guys. Let us know in the comments below whether you're going to be playing the Iceborne expansion. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. You can also check us out on social media and keep up to date on the latest news on the Fanatical blog. That's it from me. See you later.